Welcome to my desert home. There you go. Click subscribe and hit the notification button, and maybe you'll be able to see me and visit me on a regular basis. Thank you. Well, it's Sunday, and so I'm leaving the gate locked because there's no reason to leave it open, because I'm expecting some packages. I've been expecting them for a long time now. But anyhow, there's no deliveries today. But I wanted to show y'all something, and I hope this picks it up. But there's a snake trail. Not too big. I guess I can't see any more of it there. But earlier today I noticed that, and I thought I'd come back out and try to pick it up on the camera. There was another one too, a wider one. Okay, see that? Yeah. Okay. And I hope you can see that. It goes all the way out. It kind of trails out here where the ground's harder, but yeah, there's some traces of it out beyond that gate. Anyhow, I thought that was kind of interesting. There are rattlesnakes, but the only snakes I've seen here in the year that I've been here have been gopher snakes. So anyhow, it's really smoky. So smoky that I can't even see Blue Mountain. Oh man, I've been coughing pretty bad. I hate this smoke. But there's a lot of fire over there in the Sierras, about 200 miles away. A lot of fires up by the Oregon border with California, and of course we have a border with Oregon and California, and there's a lot of fires all over California and all over the West. That's a shame. Anyhow, wonder what he's meowing about. Old Shaggy. I had it overflow again yesterday. So I had to readjust the float again. Oh, look at you, buddy. Look at you. Yeah. Used to be a mean one. Wouldn't let you pet him. Now he begs for it sometimes. Anyhow, this morning I was doing my Bible study, thinking about recording it, and I don't know, because I might get a little controversial. Anyhow, maybe I will. Maybe I'll record it, and I got a fly bothering me. Anyhow, I'm gonna go back inside now. Well, I thought I'd come out and look around the chicken coop, see if there's any signs of snakes. I don't see anything but my own footprints on the ground. Well, and Rhonda's too. But anyhow, not too many. Oh, they think I'm bringing them some food. She keeps bringing them all kinds of treats. They had strawberries today. Anyhow, I am going to try to put or insert or whatever you call it an old video that I had from the old place in California of a pretty big snake trail that I believe was rattlesnake, rather large one by the trail, and also left some skin behind. But we had kittens under the porch at the time. I think that snake was trying to get some kittens. Anyhow, the trails I saw today are not that big, and in my experience, rattlesnakes tend to be bigger around than ordinary little snakes like gopher snakes and king snakes and stuff. King snakes can get pretty big, so can gopher snakes. But the gopher snakes I've seen around here are not that big. Of course, I haven't seen a rattlesnake around here, so I can't talk for them. Alright, well, if you see this on the video, this clip, there's another clip coming up. Well, there is this trail leading from my porch over here. And what is it? Snake skin. Looks like a big one. Okay. Yesterday, when I was doing my Bible study on this, I was struck by what Paul says here. We're going to be in, just looking at this one verse, Galatians chapter 3, verse 1. And he starts out pretty strong. You can see that even though this particular rather short epistle letter goes over some of the same things that he went through in Romans. And Romans, I say, and a lot of other people, is that Romans is the fullest, most comprehensive exposition or teaching of the Christian doctrine, of the gospel, and everything to do with it. Have to do what is the gospel, how you're saved, who gets saved, why you get saved, how you get saved, and everything that comes from that. Yeah. Anyhow, that's more Romans, book of Romans, more of an intellectual book than Galatians. Galatians is definitely an emotional book, and you can see right here, oh, foolish Galatians. And that word foolish there, look at this translation. Oh, come on. There you go. Kind of hard to do this around the machine there. You stupid Galatians. Yeah. He's pretty upset when he's writing this book. Anyhow, he says, who hath bewitched you that ye should not obey the truth, before whose eyes Jesus Christ hath been evidently set forth, crucified among you. And the reason I underlined the word bewitched is because let's go look at the Greek word for that. Bewitched. To fascinate by false representations. And the Galatians were susceptible in a way because they were easily fascinated by celebrities and strong preachers and strong rulers and things like that. In a way, as I said before, the Galatians were related to the Gauls. The Gauls were a Celtic tribe. The Celts were the original inhabitants of Britain. And of course, the Celts are still in Wales, Scotland, and Ireland, and the Isle of Man. Everybody forgets about the Isle of Man because it's just a little speck in the water between Ireland and England. But anyhow, our nation has a lot in common in our attitudes as the Galatians. We're easily fascinated by strong individuals and the pomp and the circumstance. In fact, look how much attention we pay to the royal family of England, or should I say the United Kingdom. Why do we pay attention so much to royalty? We fought a revolution to get out from under the heels of royalty, and yet we're always looking for that pomp and the circumstance and the strong individual, practically begging for them to step on our necks again. And not that they want to, because we are an unruly people. And believe me, if you look at the news from England and Ireland, you think there's a lot of stabbings and shootings here? Well, there's not so many shootings over there because it's harder to get a gun, but they do a lot of stabbing. Oh boy, do they. Anyhow, so we're a lot like the Galatians here in America. So they were easily bewitched. They were easily led astray. And Paul says, hey, I went and preached the gospel to you so good, so well, that you could practically say that you saw Jesus Christ crucified. See? Evidently set forth to write, previously, figuratively, to announce, to prescribe, to ordain. He said, hey, I preached Jesus Christ so well to you. What? He preached the freedom and the liberty. In fact, if you get into chapter 5 of Galatians, you'll see, stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Christ hath made you free, and be not entangled again in the yoke of bondage. We have here in America, and this is why I hesitate to say this, but we here in America, we fought a revolution to get out from under all those laws that England had on us, keeping a foot on our neck, taxing us for every little tiny thing. You remember, look up the Stamp Act. That's what the Boston Tea Party was all about. And the Stamp Act is that we had to pay tax on every piece of paper that we used, and they would put a stamp on it, not of course a Lickum stamp like we have nowadays, but they would an ink stamp, like a boop, like a rubber stamp. Anyhow, that's what I want to say, is that with everything, not just politics, not just stuff like that, not just the celebrity, running after celebrities and thinking that they're such wonderful people when they're just people. They're just people. That stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Christ has made you free, and be not entangled again in the yoke of bondage. I came to Christ on my knees crying when I was 18 years old. Within just a few years, I was back on drugs. And I struggled for 30 years. I've been clean now for over 20, almost 20. Somewhere around that. You know, I used to say November 20th, 2001 was my, so that would make just 20 years in November. There you go. Well, but I just said that because, when you go to those meetings, you have to give them a birth date for your clean date for their little parties that they have for people every time they hit a milestone year. Anyhow, there you go. In November, I'll be clean from drugs according to that clean date for 20 years. And it wasn't easy getting there. And if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be there. So, I wish I'd have never fallen away. I wish I'd have never backslid. Because, man, I'd be living a lot better now. I'm not saying that God hasn't blessed me, because He has. I got this 5 acres. I got a small mobile home, double wide, but it's brand new. And it's comfortable. I can take a hot shower whenever I want. I got a refrigerator with food in it. I'm not starving. If you could see the big belly I got now. Well, I'm not a young man, and when I was younger, I was skinny, but now I'm not. I'm an old man, and I'm looking at the last few years of my life, and God has blessed me with hopefully with a peaceful and a quiet and a comfortable old age. And when I go, the most important thing is I want Jesus to take me by the hand and walk me in. God bless. God bless you all. Thanks for watching.